Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a futures trading tutorial using the Harmonic Pattern Indicator. Now, different market conditions give different types of signals and different strategies work. This is why we have that day trading bundle. This is why we've developed other indicators like the expert range breakout. But in this case, this is the harmonic patterns. We didn't get an expert algo signal here because the market conditions didn't give us that signal, and it's simple. It's a totally different strategy. Harmonic pattern, however, did on the 5-minute on ES this morning during the European morning, completed this automated crab pattern, and it finished in this automated completion zone. This is the critical part here. When this D pivot forms in the automated completion zone, you can see here, this automated completion zone is a mixture of fib retracements, fib extensions, and this is where the software says if this D pivot finishes in here and starts to move away, then the long trade is high probability, and this is what happened. So for those traders that just rely on just the expert algo signal, for example, or other types of strategies, you've got to open your mind to market conditions changing and having those tools to spot those reversals. In this case, this was a 7 a.m. D pivot this morning for European time. When that happens, expert algo may not pick up a signal purely because it doesn't meet the criteria. It doesn't mean that another strategy like harmonics doesn't work, because it picks up different types of criteria for this type of trade, and it has in this case. So entry strategy for this is reasonably simple. We use the EMA cloud, and we're on the 5 minutes, so we're looking at a 13 EMA cloud. You could even go to 7 really, to be honest, because you want to be reasonably aggressive with this. So if we change that to a 7 EMA cloud, you see the purple cloud here. This is where we'd be looking for an aggressive entry at this point here. We'd look for a candle to close outside of the EMA cloud, this candle here, and then our entry would be above the high of that candle. Okay, it doesn't happen for a little while there. Let's just change that to a dashed line. So we see this candle here was the one that closed out of this purple EMA cloud on the 7 EMA. When that candle closes, the following needs to happen. We need to put an entry above the high of that candle, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 15 minutes, 20 minutes later, we actually got the entry at that point here, and it's moved forward. So when we're trading using our Auto Harmonics, first thing is it labels it. It's found and it's a crab pattern. It's colored in green. You're looking for a resulting long trade. You're only looking for a resulting long trade if that D pivot forms in the automated completion zone. Tick, 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 all done. Where's the entry strategy? We're on the 5 minute here, so we need to be reasonably aggressive. We set our EMA cloud to 7. We're looking for a candle to close out of that EMA cloud first, which was this candle here. So then our entry goes above the high of that candle. That's the simple part. Once we get in, we've got to stop just below the D pivot here. That's where our stop needs to be. If it comes and breaks that D pivot, it's not good to us, so we just need to make sure that we put our stop loss in. The next thing to do is I'm just going to hide the EMA cloud. The manager is the next thing to use to manage this trade. So we can see the manager has the red ribbon, the green ribbon. So once we're into this trade and it starts moving, the green ribbon is our conservative trade management. I'm on day trading moderate right now, so as long as this remains green, we're staying in the trade. Okay. What the manager does is it allows you not to panic on pullbacks against your trade. So we have this first initial move, then we pull back, but this pullback has lower than average volume, these blue dots underneath, or even just average volume, no dots. We move up again, we pull back, lower than average volume, blue dots. Don't panic. Then it pushes again. It pulls back, lower than average volume. Don't panic. We're at the stage now where we potentially having another pullback. The thing to do here though is look, we've got a pivot here. we've got a pivot here. So if you want to be aggressive, adjust your trailing stop to this point underneath this pivot. You could say, we're quite a way below this green cloud now. I want to lock in some profit. That's aggressive. Conservative, put it just here below this pivot. Allow the manager to do its job. Understand that behavior. If this cloud turns to red, just close the position. Close the position out. You're protecting a bit of profit here, and what you're doing is you're giving the trade time to breathe. Understand that these pullbacks at this moment in time, this one's higher than average volume right now. It's a cyan candle, so it's a down candle. It's got less volume than the previous candle because it's cyan, unless it turns red, but it's got higher than average volume. So this is a warning shot. When this candle closes, we are, and that's in 30 seconds time, that's our first down candle with higher than average volume if it closes like that. So this is a warning shot. If we get a second candle with higher than average volume that's a down candle, we just get out, and that's our aggressive exit. So for me right now, if I was in this trade, I would probably look to move that quite aggressive, that stop just underneath this pivot, because although this candle's closed now, okay, that's higher than average volume because the dot's above, it's a cyan dot above. It was a down candle. We're pushing down again now. So really, you've got to be locking in that profit, and you've got to be on this sort of trade. You're looking at, this is a 40 tick trading stop here, so that's not bad on ES. Nice little trade there using the harmonic patterns. So again, we're looking at the day trading bundle that has two signal providers in there. It has harmonic patterns, and it also has XPRAD algo. It's separate to that day trading bundle is the manager. The manager's reasonably new, but it works extremely well. It's a long time in development and helps you understand that behavior on those pullbacks against your trade, and helps you maximize those profits. I'm going to put a link into the description of this video to the training for the hours training on the manager, so you can understand. I'm going to put a link into the day trading bundle as well. So you can understand and check out all of those, because it's important that we don't just rely on one particular strategy, because market conditions change day to day, hour to hour. We need to make sure that we've got some great strategies to be able to take into consideration those market conditions and give us good strong signals, and then obviously to manage those trades. Hopefully this helps. Speak to you all really soon.